Welcome to The Explainer. I am so incredibly excited to share this masterclass with you today. We're going to be talking about mastering cinematic AI video. You know, if you've spent even 5 minutes messing around with these tools, you already know the absolute frustration of relying on pure luck. Well, today, we are moving decisively away from those random AI generations, and we're stepping right into professional, deliberate, and fully controlled video workflows.
So why is it that some AI videos look like absolute cinematic masterpieces, while others, well, turn into those terrifying morphing nightmares? I mean, we've all seen them, right? The golden retriever that somehow melts into a Honda Civic? No way you want that in your final cut. The answer is actually twofold. It lies in understanding both the deep computer science of how these AI models work and knowing the specific, precise way we have to give them directions.
Here's a quick look at our roadmap for today's explainer. First, we'll cover how AI video actually works. Second, physics and unified motion control. Third, mastering the camera prompt. And finally, pro workflows and video chaining.
Okay, let's dive right into Section 1, how AI video actually works. We're looking at some truly fascinating computer vision research here, and grasping this foundation will honestly completely change how you approach your prompts going forward. When you hit that Generate button, a highly sophisticated 5-step process kicks off behind the scenes. Step 1 is image upload and analysis, where the AI scans every single pixel and detects the objects in your scene. Step 2 is AI motion planning. That's where it calculates how things should mathematically move. Step 3 is frame generation, actually drawing the new images using diffusion models. Step 4 is post-processing to polish it all up. And finally, Step 5, video delivery. What is absolutely mind-blowing to me is that this entire journey from a static image to a dynamic, high-fidelity animation takes just 60 to 120 seconds. It's literally a matter of moments.
What's really interesting here is this concept of depth mapping and physics simulation. The AI isn't just smudging pixels around on a flat 2D surface. During that analysis phase we just talked about, it creates a full 3D understanding of your image. It figures out exactly what's in the foreground, what's in the middle ground, and what's way back in the background. Then it applies real-world natural laws. We're talking gravity, momentum, wind, to calculate precise motion trajectories. It actually knows how heavy a rock should look when it falls, or how a piece of fabric should ripple when it catches a breeze. It's like a giant physics puzzle that it solves instantly.
And this brings us to the absolute holy grail of AI video, temporal coherence. Basically, it's the ability of a model to maintain strict consistency in lighting, color, and visual elements from one frame to the very next without flickering or, turning into one of those morphing nightmares. Modern models achieve this using what are called advanced temporal attention mechanisms. They have a really deep understanding of how objects should naturally occupy and move through physical space over time.
Moving right along to Section 2, Physics and Unified Motion Control. Now that we know what's happening under the hood, it's cool to see that AI researchers have finally figured out how to let us manually control these incredible physics engines without causing them to just crash or break their own logic. For a long time, if you tried to tell the AI to zoom the camera while simultaneously dragging a specific object, it would basically have a logical meltdown. But modern frameworks demonstrate unified control. You can have the camera dolly in, motion brush some red smoke, and drag an astronaut forward, all at the exact same time. The AI no longer gets confused by multiple instructions. It actually harmonizes them.
Notice how the AI mathematically pulls this off through something called spatial partitioning. It calculates vectors and assigns specific control regions across the image before it even generates a single frame. By isolating these regions, it ensures that your background camera movements absolutely do not clash with the foreground actions of your subject. It's essentially drawing invisible boundaries so everything behaves exactly as you directed. Pretty brilliant, right?
There's actually a quote from Aristotle cited in this AI research paper: "The whole is greater than the sum of its parts." By combining these disentangled control signals, the camera pose, the object drag, the motion brush, the result isn't just a bunch of moving parts fighting for attention. It becomes a perfectly orchestrated, cohesive video synthesis.
All right, let's get into Section 3, Mastering the Camera Prompt.
So let's pivot to your perspective, sitting right there in the director's chair. This is where we learn how to talk to these models using separated, precise instructions rather than conversational guesses. Because this right here is the golden rule of AI filmmaking: explicit separation. A bad prompt crams the subject, the setting, and the motion into one giant messy sentence. When you do that, the model is forced to guess what matters most, and that is exactly when faces start to warp. A good prompt, however, acts like lane markers on a highway. You must strictly separate your physical subject description from your camera instructions. Using an explicit camera keyword stops the model from morphing faces because it clearly knows what part of the prompt is about the physical subject and what part is about moving the virtual camera through physical space.
Think about your essential cinematic moves for a second. A slow dolly in creates quiet intimacy. A dolly zoom, that plants a feeling of profound dread. An epic drone reveal establishes massive scale, while a POV walk immerses your viewer completely in the scene. By explicitly writing your prompt with these precise terms, you completely stop relying on random AI generation, and you actually start directing a film.
Here's another really critical tip. Avoid negative prompts. Focus entirely on what should be in the scene, not what shouldn't. If you tell the AI the camera doesn't move or no clouds in the sky, it often triggers the exact opposite response. Keep your phrasing positive, direct, and heavily focused on the visual details you actually want generated. Which brings us to our final section, pro workflows and video chaining. This is how the professionals bypass those frustrating 5 to 8 second generation limits to build full, coherent, multi-shot narratives. First, you've got to know your tools, because no single model is perfect for everything yet. Kling AI is currently superior for realistic characters, accurate lip sync, and neutral dialogue scenes. But platforms like Runway or AtLabs offer a much more robust suite of tools for cinematic camera control and localized motion. Pro studios don't just use one generator. They utilize different models for different requirements on their shot list. So, the crucial point is, if you want a 30-second scene without losing quality, use a high-quality chaining workflow. Step 1. Build a 3 to 5 image character sheet so your character stays visually consistent. Step 2. Generate clip 1. Step 3. Extract the very last high-res frame of that exact clip. And Step 4. Use that paused frame as the source image for clip 2. This technique lets you stitch together seamless stories using powerful engines like Veo 3 without ever dropping your visual fidelity. Now, when you go to generate that second clip, you have to use the this, then that prompting method. Start with your extracted frame. Your prompt for this next clip must logically and directly continue the exact physical action from that paused frame. Keep the instructions strictly sequential. For example, the character looks out the window, then she turns her head, then she picks up the mug. This logical chaining is what creates a flawless, totally believable narrative flow. The technology to simulate complex physics, execute flawless cinematic camera controls, and chain together entire narrative timelines is completely here. But as these tools inch closer and closer to rendering reality perfectly, the real question becomes, when anyone can generate literally anything, what story will you tell to actually stand out? Thank you so much for exploring this with me on today's Explainer. Now, take the director's chair.